Welcome back, everyone. Mike McConville here one more time, Stratford, Ontario, Canada. We have a Gibson J30 that was shipped down from Kirkland Lake. It just arrived yesterday, and I'm just kind of getting a look at it now. The neck was repaired. Somebody tried to glue it. It broke again. We'll be doing a complete neck surgery on this one. And do it once, do it right, and it'll never break again. In this instance, at least we got a nice gentle curve on that headstock overlay. It's had a complete refret and a neck reset, and you can see they didn't quite rub out the lacquer properly here either. But anyway, we're going to go over this whole thing stem to stern, and we'll keep you in the loop as we move along. So this is one of the earlier ones from Bozeman, Montana. Now, I can slip that feeler gauge in between the head brace and the top, so that'll need to be glued. There is a crack at the side of the fingerboard here. There's kind of a mess of glue. We're going to get this thing up and running structurally. When you look at the top, you can see all that checking. This is Northern Ontario, so 37 below is kind of par for the course in the dead of winter up there. So this guitar has seen some pretty drastic climatic changes over the course of its short life. I did want to mention, although I'm not taking any more shipments from the US right now with the current administration and all this tariff nonsense, I'm 70 years old. I'm just not interested. However, I have had customers drive up from border states, Michigan, Buffalo, New York, Detroit. If you want to drive up, drop the guitar off, drive up and pick it up, I'm good with that. But as far as shipping and dealing with customs, I mean both ways, Canada customs, US customs, I'm done with that. Now that J30 was shipped down from Kirkland Lake. Anywhere within Canada is fine. There's no complications at all. You just ship it to me and I ship it back when it's done. So we got two case scenarios for acoustic guitars with broken headstocks. Now this Epiphone DR100, it fell off the stand and it had a pretty good break. Now luckily I was able to flex the headstock and inject some hot hide glue in there and close it up, fill it, and then just lightly buff it out. And that's what it took to get this one up and running. It's been around a while, so the frets are pretty sharp. I did an edge dress and buffed that out, and then re-intonated the saddle and a new set of strings, 11 to 52. So this is our other broken headstock. It's a Gibson J30. This is going to need to be steamed out, all the old glue that's in there. We will be gluing, slicing, and splicing full neck surgery on this one. It's, I saw one of these on Reverb today for $3,900. I mean, if the Epiphone needed that much work, you just toss it. You do what needs to be done. So this will be a much bigger ticket item than the Epiphone, because of course it's a lot more work. This guitar had the neck removed and put back on, and I can see that head brace is loose all the way across, so that's got to be re-glued. When the guy did the neck reset on this one, he set it back almost a little too far for the thickness of that bridge. I noticed when I pulled the saddle out that there was a piece of a nylon tie wrap in there to raise the saddle up. What compounds this problem, he set the neck back a bit too far, and he put a humongous fret in there. So in order to get those strings high enough to clear the frets, it's got to be at least that high. That's still within reason, but the challenge is, with the thinner bridge and the shallower slot, there's a danger of that lip breaking right off. So in this case, the only way around it is I will remove the bridge, make a full thickness bridge. Then we'll have enough stability and strength in that slot to get the action where it needs to be. With a new cantilevered compensated saddle, the bridge will be thick enough so that front lip doesn't crack off. So there's a few things other than the neck surgery that need to be looked at with this guitar. Today I'll be heating up the hide glue, steaming out that crack, and then closing that up to begin with. We'll let that set for a couple of days. So with this guitar, the focal point, I guess after it took a tumble, something moved because it just was not tuning properly. So I moved the focal point back on the low E, the A, and the D, and the B and the high E. The G was the only string that was tuning properly. But most importantly, it's stabilized and it didn't need full neck surge. The frets have been dressed, it's got those 11 to 52 strings, and it plays perfectly fine.